Why animals suffer. Explore the humanity's shared journey with all creations. When we observe animals with discerning eyes, we uncover a profound truth. They are not here solely to serve our needs. Animals share with us a journey of exploring the names and attributes of this world, interacting with the environment, and building awareness of everything around them. This awareness is not merely intellectual, but intertwined with feelings, happiness and sadness, joy and fear that shape their experience. They manifest noble characteristics such as loyalty, care, support, and courage, traits fueled by love and anger, reflecting a connection to divine attributes. This shared journey of awareness raises a critical question. Why has this fact not been immediately evident to us and instead left to our contemplation? Perhaps, like many profound truths, it was intentionally veiled, waiting for us to uncover it as part of our growth. By reaching this awareness, we don't just gain understanding, we experience a transformation in our character, beliefs, and capacity for self-awareness. This deliberate design, where truths are revealed through contemplation, aligns with a uniquely human journey, the journey of change. What truly sets us apart from the rest of creation? How do humans differ from animals and other creations, and yet, how are we deeply connected? While animals and other creations were brought into existence by divine wisdom, they exist in a state of stable awareness, experiencing the world without changing their fundamental nature. In contrast, humans are granted the unique gift and burden of change. The awareness journey we share with animals acts as a bridge to our deeper human journey, the journey of growth and change. But why were we given this capacity for change, while animals and other creations were not? Since this subject touches upon the profound purpose behind creation itself, we are naturally drawn to seek guidance from the one who designed it all. Without a clear guide from the Creator, our journey of exploration might leave us wandering, gathering fragmented ideas that fail to lead us to a transformative understanding. The Creator, in His wisdom, has scattered His words across time and space, embedding them in sacred books in a way that aligns with the journey of awareness and change. These words are not just instructions, they are a path, designed to awaken our hearts, deepen our understanding, and strengthen the evidence of His presence within us. Among these divine revelations, the Quran stands out as a guide that remains untouched and unaltered, preserving the Creator's direct words. Exploring the Quran reveals connections and truths that do more than enlighten us. They lead to tangible change within, reshaping our character and providing clarity that resonates deeply with our life experiences. This change becomes the ultimate evidence of the truthfulness of these words, as they explain not only our purpose, but the very context of our existence. So, for us to explore these profound truths, we need to engage both imagination and logical thinking, guided by evidence. We must use our imagination to visualize scenarios and employ reasoning to analyze them, while relying on the Quran as a guiding framework to validate our exploration. It is like drawing a map with a pencil. Our imagination and thought trace the outline, but the evidence and guidance from divine words fill in the details. This is how humanity has always learned and evolved, placing ideas on the table of analysis, thinking critically, and refining them through experience and guidance. And this is how we continue to learn, with God Himself as the ultimate teacher. God said, "Read in the name of your Lord who created. He created man from a clot. Read, and your Lord is most generous. He taught with the pen, and taught man that which he did not know." Surah Al-Alaq. So let us begin this journey of awareness, guided by the conclusions we have drawn. Let's imagine traveling back to a state of existence before life as we know it began. What would we find? We would encounter God, represented through His names, each reflecting a unique aspect of His perfection. These names are categorized into two groups. On one side, there are names that represent singularity and focus on His completeness, marked by rightful arrogance, fueled by anger, and expressed through justice. On the other side, there are names that extend outward, symbolizing God's connection to creation, driven by love and expressed through blessings. But what role do these names play in our existence? In that pre-life state, God's presence was reflected solely through His blessings. These divine names are not merely abstract concepts. They are manifestations of both love and anger. They are evident in three categories. First, names tied to elegance, wisdom, and knowledge, creating the aesthetic wonders we perceive as beauty. Second, names that emphasize God's greatness and authority, such as power and pride, creating justice. And third, names that foster unity and devotion, like mercy, kindness, and generosity. On the other side, we find ourselves, spiritual entities who were once united with the divine essence. In that primordial state, we lacked will and awareness. If we extend our exploration, we discover that at a certain point, we transitioned from unity to singularity, gaining will and awareness to experience existence. This transformation occurred as an act of divine justice, for God first created the good names and applied them to Himself, among which are the names that signify justice. Yet at that stage, we existed in a state of profound ignorance of the divine names, the blessings that surrounded us, and even the depths of our own character. From that moment, a journey of awareness became necessary, a journey that had not yet begun but needed to start. It was a journey to awaken and become aware of self and the goodness within divine names and blessings. This journey marked a transition from ignorance to knowledge, from singularity to unity. This time, a unity not of undifferentiated being, but one bound by love. This awareness journey involves experiencing beauty, blessings, and goodness, transitioning from ignorance to understanding. It also includes encountering the opposites of these blessings, for only through their absence can one truly comprehend their value. However, this is not the only journey set before us. There is another, a journey that is optional, offered as an act of divine justice. This journey is the journey of change. We are given the opportunity to ascend from one state to another, striving toward a higher state of self-power, and thereby increasing our capacity for happiness. Yet, this path is fraught with risk, for uncontrolled change can lead to ruin. For this reason, trust is introduced, as this journey carries significant consequences. While we were in the state of singularity, this opportunity was presented to all creation. Some, like humans, chose to take the risk and embrace the chance to reflect the divine presence in His image, holding the ability to change everything, beginning with themselves. Those who chose this path became responsible and bore the sacred trust. Others, like animals and other creations, fearing the consequences of this journey, chose only the first path, to experience the knowledge of divine names and blessings, singularity and unity, but without change. As God declared, "Indeed, we offered the trust to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, but they declined to bear it and feared it. But man undertook it. Indeed, he was unjust and ignorant." Surah Al-Ahzab 33:72. What does it mean to take this risk? It means mirroring God in His attribute of singularity, possessing the ability to change everything, starting with oneself and extending to the world. This power of transformation is why God created humanity in His image, granting us the capacity to alter everything through will and determination. To take this risk also means becoming God's Khalifa, representative on earth. As such, humanity inherits the earth and becomes responsible for its destiny, as well as for the fate of all creation that shares this existence. It is an immense responsibility to guide the earth's destiny either toward justice, mercy, and joy, or toward destruction, darkness, and fear, driven by unchecked arrogance and greed. As God proclaimed, "And remember when your Lord said to the angels, 'Indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority, Khalifa.' They said, 'Will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you?' He said, 'Indeed, I know that which you do not know.'" Surah Al-Baqarah 230. Many feared to take this opportunity, and only a few spirits embraced it. Thus, in the journey of worldly life, the majority of spirits, those who declined the risk, came into existence first, followed by those who accepted the trust, us. When we examine early life on Earth, we see that animals and other creations came first. They were limited by their spiritual capacity, experiencing singularity and striving for unity through love. These creations observed the blessings of divine names by experiencing both their presence and their absence, enduring suffering to grasp the meaning of those blessings. However, their awareness remained constrained, fitting the capacity of their souls. As God stated, "And there is no creature on earth, nor a bird that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you." Surah Al-An'am 6:38. And again, "And in your own creation and whatever creatures he disperses, there are signs for people who are certain in faith." Surah Al-Jathiyah 45:4. Later, we, the humans, came into existence, experiencing not only awareness but also the privilege of change. To enable us to seek to know Him while maintaining our freedom and free will, God's wisdom manifests in observing His names and blessings throughout His creation. This includes the awareness of blessings and the suffering caused by experiencing their opposites. However, as we maintain the privilege of change, another tragedy was needed in our presence, which acts as a second guide for us to elevate the level of knowing His names and attributes. This tragedy is the experience of darkness, generated by our seeking to hold the forbidden name related to singularity, a trait reserved solely for the complete one, that is arrogance. Arrogance does not generate darkness unless singularity is paired with deficiency and incompetence. Since God exists in a state of completeness, darkness cannot originate from Him. Darkness only arises when arrogance is claimed by the incomplete, leading to envy, hatred, backbiting, and all other destructive traits. As God's goodness and completeness cannot create or generate evil, He allowed the opposite of blessings to exist for us to observe and experience. Through deprivation or witnessing others hold the opposite, we come to appreciate His blessings. However, evil, representing the opposite of His names, did not exist until our presence in this life. God gave permission for these opposites to exist as a means of teaching us the virtue of His good names, encouraging us to seek them in our character while avoiding the consequences of traits that belong only to the complete. We were entrusted with the task of elevating singularity to the level of self-esteem and self-confidence without crossing into arrogance. Instead of arrogance, humility was required for the incomplete to reach peace, resulting in unity for others to follow. While for God, the complete, the names of self-esteem generate power, authority, pride, and integrity that produce following and unity, humanity must balance these traits with humility. Elevating mercy, for instance, generates kindness and justice, fostering unity among creations. We all share a common experience, the journey of awareness. However, the human journey is unique because it involves change, requiring special equipment like the brain to support this transformative process. We experience happiness first through singularity, then through unity bound by love, while still retaining individuality. All creation begins united and dependent, without awareness or will, then progresses to independence with awareness and will. The final goal is to achieve unity once again, this time bound by love and higher understanding.